Today I fucked up by letting a jackal sleep in my bed. So, yesterday morning, I went camping with my sister and our cousin. It was to a remote little cabin that the cousin's godfather owns, which mostly goes unused. Now, it's pretty far off from civilization, as in, an ideal spot to shoot a horror movie. The nights there are pitch black, and you could quite literally die by just walking around after the sun sets. Well, in the middle of the night, I heard scratching at the door, and went to check it out. For the record, we have no dangerous animals there. No wolves, bears or lynxes in the area, though they do exist in the country. The most you'll see is a deer or a fox. Even the boars live much further north. So when I open the door, I see a cute little brown puppy there. It was really shy, but I managed to goad it into coming inside. I fed it, gave it some water, then took it to bed with me. Woke up to my cousin screaming in the morning, outside. My sister and I immediately rushed to see what it is. The puppy was already awake, sitting at the foot of my bed. When we got outside, we saw 7 jackals peeking at my cousin from the forest. As we were leaving the cabin, the puppy ran with us, and straight toward the jackals. Then they vanished, and my cousin and sister turned to me to ask WTF I thought I was doing. Apparently, jackals don't live only in Africa. You learn something new every day. Deadass did not think they existed in Europe, let alone all the way in Croatia. Too long didn't read, let a jackal pup into a cabin, and its pack was waiting for it outside, nearly giving my cousin a heart attack. Just looked up jackal puppies and I would absolutely let one sleep on my bed. At least you didn't take it home with you. I was talking to one lady who found a coyote pup. Coyotes are like a North American jackal, and thought it was a dog. She had it for several months and didn't realize it wasn't a dog until it started stalking her around the house. Just get him with the squirt bottle. He'll eventually stop. Because the wolves have been pushed back to the rarest of places, jackals have moved north into Europe to fill the space. Just like coyotes in America, they look and act similar, and fill a similar nuke. About 20 years ago in London, a little girl was telling her mother a fox was coming in her cat door, trotting upstairs and sleeping with head. They lived in downtown London and she was told it must be a dream. They finally put in cameras. The fox would come in, eat the cat's food and trot upstairs to sleep on the child's bed for a few hours, then leave. Your story reminded me. At least you didn't get fleas. I did frown. For most movies, in the future, when you're being attacked by jackals, grown-up version of pup will intervene because it remembered your gesture. If you're ever surrounded by wild fauna, random tough guys, or Donald Trump, your jackal friend will for sure jump from the bushes to save you. Today I fucked up by reporting a bug I found on an online casino site. This happened a few hours ago. The session lasted 9 hours and consisted of a roulette strategy that immediately began to generate huge profits without constant accumulated losses one after the other. This strategy did not allow to lose more than 3 times in a row in an automatic bet. It was like this for 9 hours. 3 hours in, when I was up $8 or $9K, I got in touch with the live chat and told them I could have found a bug because I was winning too much. Yes, that's what I did. They said they'll investigate. I kept winning, and when I reached $15K, I started to withdraw. After withdrawing the first $5K they froze my account. I could still play, but I couldn't get any money out of my wallet. The administrator sent me a message when I was at $38K and told me that yes, there was a bug. In the end, he left me $6.5K, and I got the XP points. Bug bounty I guess. I still can't breathe when I think about it. Too long didn't read. I went from $250 to $38K in 9 hours using simple strategy. Let support know about too good to be true winnings and they confirmed a bug. They let me keep $6.5K tow. Next time, take the money and say nothing. And don't win a shitload at one time or you'll alert them too. Don't swing for the fence for a home run. Win with singles and doubles across a long period of time so you fly under their radar for a long time. If I were you, I would dig into their site and see if they're using proprietary software or some kind of white label package. There are potentially other sites out there with the same bug. You are the one from the class who reminds a teacher about the homework she forgot to assign. This is the biggest fuck up I've seen in this sub for days, maybe weeks. Got to upvote it instantly. Shoulda reported it to your friends. The casinos have rigged the games so that every advantage is in their favor for years. Now it was your advantage and you missed it. Vegas wasn't built on the 10% juice like they would have you believe. It was built on massive losses. Today I fucked up by calling my girlfriend cuter than Baby Yoda. My GF isn't a fan of the Star Wars franchise and wasn't even that familiar with it before we started talking, so she doesn't get the hype about how awesome The Mandalorian is. Shout out to Jon Favreau. Awesome ending of season 2. I wouldn't stop talking about how good The Mandalorian is and OFC how bad I want that armor and whatnot. So she recently just told me, "You're the sexiest Mandalorian ever," and in reply I said, "You look cuter than Baby Yoda." Well, I better keep my compliments in check from now on, really, cause she didn't really like that all that much. Next thing we know, she's asking if she's got big ears or she's green or has wrinkles or she's too short. Then she asks, "Why Baby Yoda?" I said, "Because they love each other, double foul." Then to top it off, I said, "There's a fatherly love between them," and she started blowing Alabama sirens. I think I needed more sleep before even making that compliment. This is gonna go on for a while now. Too long didn't read. GF didn't like Baby Yoda. Grog, compliment at all. Edit. Wow, I wasn't expecting so many responses. Come on, anyone who's seen Little Grog would know that is the biggest compliment ever. Wow, doesn't she do context awareness? I mean, as cute as does not mean looks like, nor does they love each other like father and son imply daddy issues between her and you. Although since she brought it up, just saying, she needs to start understanding intentions instead of being so literal. Edit. Well, that was an unexpected reaction and number of upvotes for a well-meant but basically innocuous comment. And thank you for the award, anonymous benefactor. Lots of redditors commented that she was probably mocking him, maybe, but the content of the post didn't seem to indicate that, and I made what I thought was the reasonable assumption that Op knows his GF well enough to recognize that her tone, facial expressions and body language weren't saying that. He still could be mistaken, of course, but he certainly seemed to think this wasn't over, or going to be anytime soon, and on that basis she seemed to be for real. If she was mocking, then she perhaps needs to do it with some more obvious signs that he can pick up on, because he sure didn't seem to pick up any this time. Could you imagine two 30-year-olds having this interaction? Not in an actually mad at each other kind of way, almost daily. Was she actually angry or was she teasing you? Because that greatly affects whether this story is disturbing or adorable. Sounds like y'all are in middle school. Edit. Glad someone found this wholesome, smiley face.